The channels to communications are not open yet. The energy is low. I can feel my energy is trying to connect to your energies. It's very low and I'm struggling. So I'm trying to use communication as a medium to spark it. Okay, so that is ready. This is ready. Let's really launch this. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm busy doing something. Okay, did I ask you guys how you guys are feeling? I did. Did you all share with me how you guys are feeling? How many of you need to trade today? Ah, so we had a beautiful day yesterday. I just need a feedback. Okay, you know something? Let me leave the meeting open. All right. So how many of you made money yesterday? Okay, how many of you were present yesterday, but you didn't make money? So this is how many of you know that this is a bonus session? How many of you understand that this is a bonus session? Everybody on the chat, type our communicated schedule to your understanding. I want to help. There's something I feel like I want to do because we're going to make money today too, but I feel lonely. There's a feeling that I'm having in the experience that I want to discard. I want to discard that feeling. And one of the beautiful ways to discard that feeling, there's only one way to discard that feeling. And you guys are not going to like it, but I'll do it eventually because I'm an intentional being. But before I do it, I'm going to communicate it ahead. Okay. So I believe every one of you are in one form of relationship and another. So communication is the form of every relationship. When communication is not live, relationship dies. Okay. So I have an intention to build something, not for myself. I already have what I'm trying to build, but I have a big heart to extend it and create a foundation for a community, you know, to really benefit. So, in a nutshell, in a nutshell, I'm trying to place it in a way you guys are going to understand it, but subtle. If I, what's the best word? Okay. If you guys aren't participating, or if there's no measure of, so participation has a metrics. If the metrics of participation is not aligned with the numbers present, there has to be a strategy approach. So I'm going to have a strategy approach. Okay, why are people not participating in education and insight? And I'm going to have a different approach to education and insight. I am convinced and I have a guarantee that if I begin to do signals, absence, and signals, the group is going to be more alive. Do you guys agree? Absence and signal, the group is going to be more alive. I can bet you guys. All right. This is something that I know. The group is going to be more alive if I do absence and signals, just send signals. Okay, forget marketing sign, forget you trying to teach. Okay, and just send signals. People are gullible to signals. They have an emotional attention to signals. Okay, so I've been through that environment. We've done that statistics over and over, and you can't beat it. There's just one way you can beat that. And either way, there's a feeling you get as an individual when you know that people are getting value from what you're doing. Okay, that is the most important thing. Yeah, the power of change lies not in you doing I want to be able to change a narrative, but the power to change that narrative does not lie in my hand. It lies in the hand of the hearts of the people who want that change. But what drives me, my fuel, is the benefit of participation, impact, all right, use factor. It's what drives and fuels me. If I wake up every day and I see that, oh, yeah, we had a call, we had 50 people on the call, and I got 30 people, saying, wow, I got this, I was able to fund, I was able to make money, I was able to understand this. And there is that activity. Guess what? You see, where the treasure of a king is, his heart is there. Energy goes in the direction of active participation. So this energy of what we're doing is closing, is dying already. I've been resurrecting it, is dying. In fact, it's deading. Okay. And I've been resurrecting it, but I realized that there's going to be another approach. So in this month of March, all right, the reason I told you guys there's going to be a change of schedule. So my schedule is twice a week. I come Mondays, right? And I find one other days of the week, probably Mondays and Thursdays are my market insight and live trading sessions. Okay, so somewhere in this month of March, we might just have Monday session for the purpose of insight. Then what I'm going to do, all right, is that we are going to put in a system where you guys are going to be overfed a lot of signals. I'm going to throw signals like never before in this same month of March, where you guys are going to be confused with signals. How about that? Where you're going to have a lot of what you want. How about that, guys? Who's with me? Okay, now the people who are not with me are not on, the people who are supposed to be with me are not on the score. Okay, so, but that's just an update I wanted to communicate with you guys. All right, so I dropped a signal yesterday. Who among you took the trades yesterday? You guys that are here. How many of you took the trade yesterday and how many of you didn't? So I called EU, I called S&P 500, I gave insight on gold, I gave insight on US 30. So who didn't take trade? You yesterday. Now, if you, I need someone to go on the group and let me know how many people communicated their results on the group. Just go look at the group and you let me know. I didn't say, did you communicate? Just look at the group and let me know. Are you guys with me? How many? One, right? That's beautiful, right? That's amazing. Yeah, this guy is gonna drop. So guess what? It's just that selling here, the risk is too much. I'm just gonna do my thing. I think you guys get the drill. You guys have an understanding of how I am feeling or the state of my mind right now, or why I say the energy is low. I just wanted you guys to have a feeling of it. All right. So and know what's causing the resolve of what's going to be happening. All right, in the course of the group in this same month. Okay, so when I think of a cell, okay, S&P 500 is already in a sell range, and I think this sell has actually started and kicked off. One of the reason I'm just skeptical about the entry at about now. Okay, I'm not on market, I'm not on LBS. Okay, um I'm actually on price action market structure. Okay, this is a beautiful sell, look away kind of sell, but you have to give it a type of risk that is crazy. I have to give it a type of risk that is crazy. You have to be crazy about the risk for you to. My screen is not sharing. How about now? Is it sharing? So it's in my sell range now. Okay, but the only thing is it's far too gone a bit. Okay, I have a feeling that it's gonna come back into structure. Okay, it's gonna come back into structure before it makes a final move. That's a feeling, but at the end of the day, the market is crazy. All right, a better way to sell this market, S&P 500, a better way. Let me see what a 15-minute structure looks like right now. Yeah, this is where the market actually changed character. Okay, I have a feeling that this market is going to come back into this range for it to have a better sell. I have a feeling, okay, but it may not. It may just keep dropping. So you see that's a market execution if you want to take out the whole risk. Market execution right about now. So I'm going to do a market execution for a swing trade. That is S&P 500. I am going to sell now. The risk is a bit high, but I just want to take it and leave it. So the risk is supposed to be high above this area. That's why I said it's a lot of risk. Okay, and let's go for it. Okay, so if we look at Snipe, let me see what it looks like on Snipe. Okay, so Snipe is just hitting the previous day or previous day low. Alright, so this market responds to, I'm on S&P 500, yeah. The next day low is going to be here. So this market is going to be ideal. If I'm looking at Snipe, it's going to be ideal more for a buy. So yesterday, it played out very well. So this was our entry yesterday. Made a very beautiful move, 1-to-1, did over 1-to-2. All right, so this market actually did over, this is 1-to-2 point something yesterday before it came back. Same as US 30. So US 30 actually played one, two areas, and now they're all selling. Okay, they're all selling means the market is grave. It's grave right now. If I'm looking at this market already sniped, okay, and the only reason a sell is not too good for um a sell is not too good for snipe is the fact that our target is already at reach. Okay, so I'd rather be looking out for a buy today, okay, to take the market back up. Okay, if I'm going to see potential, I'm going to be looking for a buy, but anything around snipe on it's not ideal. So I'm not going to be looking out for, I only buy, I will be looking out for buy when the market actually takes away this. If the market breaks above this area, I'm going to be looking out for a buy. I'm going to be looking out for a buy when the market breaks above this. That is my that is what I'm going to be looking at for snipe. Okay, if I want to take my intraday trade, that's what I'm going to be looking at for. Is the same thing with S&P 500. Is the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing with the market takes away this. In fact, if the market takes away this, it's already bullish. That is change of the market already changed character. It's just that I don't like this structure. Okay, so but I'd like the market to break above the for a buy. That's a buy snap. If it does, I'm an anti-buy snap okay, on S&P 500. So if I'm looking at gold, all right, gold is on bearish at the moment, like bearish volume, but the structure is still slightly bullish. All right, you see it right now. This is bullish. Okay, this is slightly bullish. Now, market is on premium. It means the uh, sellers have more of what I call par. Okay, overall price is above 5,000. Okay, so it's bearish. But if we're looking at the market today, this is structure. All right, the volume is bearish. This is structure. So what I would just wait out for on gold to sell, let gold just take away this block volume. If it does, if it snipe good, it already sniped. I just want this whole nonsense to go out. So if gold closes above this area, I am going to be joining. I'm already on the sell on gold anyway. Okay, I actually took this sell on gold, this break, all right, and I didn't exit at this point because of the risk. The risk was way higher. Okay, so this was I told you guys that the market closed. Yes, I actually got in yesterday. Okay, but I didn't get my 1-to-1. Okay, uh, but so I'm still in this trade for this yesterday's move, and I just kept it. Okay, so it's going to continue this trade, and we might be seeing market fall to this area. So that is why I'm going to give another opportunity for the trade. So if it gets in close above, then market is going to come down to this level. This is gold. This is the most important trade for me at the moment. All right. If gold breaks above that to buy. Okay, if it breaks above, it's a continuation of the bullish move, so that's a buy. No restriction. Okay, if it breaks above, you can actually buy to the next day. Okay, which is yeah. So that is my. If it breaks above, this is going to be the risk, and this is going to be the reward, and it has a one-to-one. So this is my good approach for today. I will allow the market break below, and I'll sell. Okay, a sell is actually good, but the truth is you may be trapped. But if the market closes below this, then that is actually a trend shift. All right, so that would be appeal. Do you guys understand this? All right, I mean, if you get this. So these are two ways I'm going to react with gold. I will buy if it makes a decision to go bullish above this snipe. So the first, this area, if you go above this area, I'm going to buy. So if you look at here right now, here is a structure. If the market breaks above the structure, it's a continuation of a bullish move. That's when I'm going to enter the market for a buy. If it needs to sell, I just need it to close this trend. Okay, probably close above this crazy areas here. Okay, if it does, you're gonna have a better move. Okay, the more distant it is, the more better it is for you. Okay, so that is how I'm going to treat gold. Do you guys understand? Let me know in the chat. US is dominating. So let me see. 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 Okay. Let me see where the market is, right? Oh, goodness. So we have a strong point of interest. In fact, a crazy point of interest. In all this nonsense that is happening, I want to be watchful for the next bullish move. Okay. So I'm going to take all of this out. I told you guys if the market breaks here, retest here, it's going to sell. It has sold to the point of interest. That is history now. Okay. For every good move you guys are ignoring, there is money being printed in this market. All right. I know I'm just even wasting energy to try to pitch this thing to you guys. All right. Thinking that if you guys do understand this, okay, the problems of making money in this market is going to be reduced. But you guys just like to see the chops of the day rather than the accumulation of the month. So what I am going to be looking at for now for a bullish move, because market is on discount. In fact, it's below discount. Okay, and when market is on discount, traders push for a buy. Okay, you want to position yourself for a buy. So I do know something for sure right now. If I'm going to use an approach, even if it's just the approach, okay, this is where the market changes character. Okay, the moment the market breaks above this area, it has changed character. That's when I'm going to start looking out for a buy. Okay, and another way that is going to be beautiful is if market breaks above and forms a bullish structure. Okay, that's it. So this is a bullish structure. This is a change of character. And I'm going to be critically watching for this over the next, 3, 4 days. If that happens, it's going to be a bullish crazy market on GBP USD. If not, market is going to drop down to this level. Okay. It means market is on discount. However, the market is selling right now. I want to be careful on the sell. I can only snipe to sell if I see opportunities. But right about now, okay, it's in a bullish state. This may be a wipe out, but it comes back, it's going to be crazy, okay, for the buy. And I probably don't want to miss out on this. So anyone can take a structural picture on this, that this is going to be the next bullish watch out on GBP USD. Okay. Now, if I need to continue selling the trend, Okay, based off on price action, if you want to continue selling the trend, this is going to be an outpost to continue your sell. Okay, this is the structure it broke. If it retests the structure, then all right, that's a strong major continuation on the downside. So if market comes back, retest this area, it feeds the seller. So these are two price action points on GBP USD, okay, for potential sell. Okay. So that's how to read price action in the market. You want to know where to sell and you want to know where to buy. And the more you begin to position yourself, okay, for this type of trade, you are not a trader if you're not doing what I am showing you right now. Okay. You're more of a gambler. Okay. When you always, let me just leave that. So watch out for this. All right. There's going to be sell. There may even be a break on retest of this and continue depending on how the volume is crazy. So I'm also even going to watch for uh, this over the course of today. Market may push back and continue to sell. I will still take trades on that. Okay. I'll take trades on that to continue to sell. So that this is how I'm going to watch GBP USD. Okay. Break, retest, fall. So if you need a moment to just capture this, all right, you can actually capture this. You can take a picture of it. Any question on the chat? So these are my main pairs I've looked at. Price action wise, I like looking at GBP USD for major swing trades, or sometimes I look at Euro USD. Same, they are kind of like same structures. If you look at them right now, this is a major bullish point, but it may want to drop to this bullish point. So for EU, it's probably going to drop here. Then it's going to start playing reversals. That's when I'm going to start watching out because this is not the total discount. This is a total discount on this range. Okay, so it may definitely price is going to drop here. All right, price is going to drop here. So I will be looking out for that. That's why I put it here yesterday. This is the discount of this range. So, but if price retraces and closes out, at what point am I going to be buying EU? Okay, it needs to take out the structure. Very simple. Okay, if it takes out the structure, which is a change of character, boom, that's a bullish. It means that's a market structure shift. So I'm going to start looking out for buy. Point of interest, change of character gives you a very powerful market shift ideas. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Any question? Okay, if there are no questions, I think that's about it for me today. I don't have, I just had an obligation to trade, not that I wanted to trade. So I just fulfilled my obligation. If you guys don't have any question, any guidance, I think that's gonna be it. Uh, yeah, I don't want to do HFX. Okay.